Picture this. Ryan is sitting at his desk on a Tuesday afternoon when his coworker Alicia casually mentions during lunch that she's excited about her new salary, $76,000 for her senior analyst role. Ryan freezes. He's been a senior analyst at this company for 3 years. He has 11 years of total experience. Alicia has 6 years of experience and just got hired 2 months ago. She makes $5,000 more than him for doing the exact same job with less experience. That night, Ryan does something he hasn't done in years. He pulls up his salary history. 9 years at this company, started at $48,000 as a junior analyst. Today he makes $71,000 as a senior analyst. Total compensation increase over 9 years of loyalty, 9 years of good performance reviews, 9 years of annual raises averaging 3.2%, $23,000. That's when he remembers his old co-worker, Greg. Greg started at the company 2 years after Ryan, making $52,000 as a junior analyst. Greg left after just 3 years to join a competitor. His new salary was $78,000, a 50% raise for switching companies. Ryan stayed. Ryan got his 3% annual raises and his good reviews and his employee appreciation certificates. Greg left again after 2 years. New salary, $104,000. Ryan checks LinkedIn. Greg has been working for 7 years total, 2 years less than Ryan, and makes $33,000 more per year. Ryan has been loyal to one company for 9 years and earns $71,000. Greg has been a job hopper for 7 years and earns $104,000. The math gets worse. Over the next 5 years, assuming both get 3% raises, Greg will earn over $200,000 more than Ryan. Ryan's loyalty didn't just cost him money this year, it cost him his entire financial future. My name is Evan, and I spent the last 6 months tracking exactly how staying at the same company systematically destroys your earning potential, while companies convince you that loyalty and stability are worth the cost. If you've been at the same job for more than 3 years, if you feel underpaid but you're afraid to leave, if you watch newer employees get hired at salaries higher than yours, make sure to hit that subscribe button, because what I'm about to show you isn't a debate about whether job stability has value. This is about how companies systematically underpay loyal employees while paying market rates to new hires, and how staying at a good job with regular raises is often the worst financial decision you can make in your career. The loyalty tax is real, and it's costing you more than you think. Here's the thing about annual raises that nobody tells you. They're designed to feel like progress while keeping you poor relative to the market. Ryan got 3.2% annually. Last year he made $69,000. His 3.2% raise was $2,200. His new salary, $71,200. That feels like a raise. That feels like the company values him. That feels like forward momentum, except inflation last year ran at 4.7%. His real purchasing power decreased by 1.5%. He got a raise and got poorer, but it felt like progress, so he stayed. Meanwhile, Greg switched jobs and got a $26,000 raise, 33%, by moving from $78,000 to $104,000. Greg's raise in one job switch was 12 times larger than Ryan's annual raise. Ryan would need 12 years of 3% raises to match what Greg got in one move. The internal raise system isn't designed to pay you what you're worth. It's designed to pay you slightly more than you made last year so you don't quit. The external market is designed to pay you what the role is worth right now. Those are not the same number. Ryan is being paid based on what he accepted 9 years ago, plus incremental bumps. Greg is being paid based on what the market values his skills at today. A 2023 study from ADP Research found that employees who stay at the same company for more than 2 years earn 23% less, on average, than employees who change jobs every 2 to 3 years. 23%. If Ryan had changed jobs every 3 years like Greg, he would be earning approximately $87,000 right now instead of $71,000. The difference, $16,000 per year, is what I call the loyalty tax. Ryan is paying $16,000 annually for the privilege of staying at a company that gives him 3% raises and tells him he's appreciated. Greg is collecting $16,000 annually by being willing to leave every few years. Every year Ryan stays is another year he loses $16,000 in opportunity cost. Now here's where this gets absolutely insane: the salary compression problem. Ryan is a senior analyst making $71,000. Last month, his company hired Alicia, a new senior analyst with 6 years of experience compared to Ryan's 11 years. Alicia was hired at $76,000. A new hire with less experience is making $5,000 more than Ryan. Ryan found out during that Tuesday lunch. He went to his manager that afternoon and asked why a new hire with less experience makes more than him. The manager explained that they had to offer $76,000 to get Alicia to accept, because that's the current market rate for senior analysts. Ryan asked if his salary would be adjusted to match the market rate. The manager said, budget constraints prevent across-the-board adjustments, but Ryan is valued and will get his annual raise in 6 months. Let me translate that for you. Ryan is valued at $71,000. Alicia is valued at $76,000 for doing the same job with less experience. The difference is that Alicia negotiated as an external candidate. Ryan is an internal employee who accepted $71,000 and never pushed back. The company will pay market rates to external hires because they have to. They will underpay internal employees as long as those employees accept it. Ryan is accepting it. He's losing $5,000 per year to a new hire because he stayed. This is how the game works. The company doesn't reward loyalty with higher pay. They reward leaving with higher pay. If you want to get paid, you have to be willing to go. Ryan finally got frustrated enough to start interviewing. He got an offer from a competitor for $92,000. That's $21,000 more than his current $71,000. He gave his notice. His manager panicked. Suddenly, budget appeared out of thin air. His manager offered him $82,000 to stay. An $11,000 raise, the largest he's ever gotten. Ryan feels valued now. The company fought to keep him. He accepts the counter-offer and stays. This is the trap. Ryan is now making $82,000, but he just proved the market values him at $92,000. He left $10,000 on the table to stay at a company that was perfectly happy paying him $71,000 until he forced their hand. And the counter-offer doesn't fix the structural problem. Next year, Ryan will get his 3% raise on $82,000. That's $2,460. He'll make $84,460. If he had taken the external offer at $92,000, his 3% raise would be $2,760. He'd be at $94,760. The gap persists, it never closes. And here's the worst part. Ryan is now marked internally as someone who tried to leave. He won't get promoted, he won't get big raises. He showed he was willing to go. The company knows they can lose him. His career trajectory at this company is capped. He should have taken the $92,000 and left. Instead, he negotiated himself into a higher salary at a company that will never pay him what he's worth, because they now know he'll stay for less than market rate if they just throw him something. The opportunity cost of staying compounds faster than most people realize. Ryan has been making $71,000 while Greg has been making $104,000. The difference in annual earnings is $33,000, but that's not the total cost. Ryan isn't investing the $33,000 he's not earning. If he were earning what Greg earns and invested that extra $33,000 per year at 8% returns, in just 5 years, he'd have $193,000. Ryan isn't just missing $33,000 per year in salary, he's missing the compound growth of $33,000 per year for the rest of his working life. Over 20 years, the difference between Ryan's trajectory and Greg's trajectory isn't $33,000 times 20 equals $660,000. It's over $1 million when you account for investing the difference. Ryan will work 40 years and retire with a smaller nest egg than Greg, because Greg was willing to change jobs and Ryan was not. The good job isn't good, it's financially catastrophic compared to the alternative. There's another hidden cost nobody talks about, skill stagnation. Ryan has been doing the same type of work for 9 years. He's very good at it. He's comfortable. He knows the systems, the people, the processes. He's an expert in his company's specific way of doing things. The problem? His company's specific way of doing things is not valuable outside his company. Ryan's skills are firm, specific, not market relevant. If he left today, he'd struggle to find a role at $92,000 because his resume shows 9 years at one company doing incremental versions of the same work. He looks stagnant. He looks like someone who stayed because he couldn't get hired elsewhere. Greg's resume shows 3 companies in 7 years with increasing responsibility and compensation. Greg looks like someone companies compete for. Ryan looks like someone who stayed comfortable. The market values Greg's trajectory higher than Ryan's, despite Ryan having more total experience. Staying too long doesn't just cap your salary, it caps your marketability. I know what you're thinking. But Evan, changing jobs is risky. What if the new company is worse? What if I hate my new manager? What if I get fired during probation? Let me tell you what's actually risky. Ryan knows his company. He knows his co-workers. He knows what's expected. He has relationships. He has status. Leaving means starting over as the new person. It means learning new systems, new politics, new unwritten rules. It means risk. So Ryan values that safety, and he pays $16,000 per year for it. That's the cost of comfort. $16,000 annually is $80,000 over 5 years. Ryan is paying $80,000 to avoid the discomfort of changing jobs. Most people wouldn't pay $80,000 for almost anything, but they pay it without realizing it by staying at jobs that underpay them because the alternative feels risky. The risk isn't changing jobs, the risk is staying. Ryan is guaranteeing he will be underpaid forever. That is far riskier than interviewing and potentially not liking a new role. Your manager is not your friend. I need you to understand this. Ryan's manager tells him he's valued, tells him he's essential to the team, tells him big things are coming, and if he's patient, he'll be rewarded. This is retention language designed to buy time while paying below market wages. The manager isn't lying. Ryan probably is valued, but valued doesn't mean appropriately compensated. The company values Ryan at $71,000. The market values Ryan at $92,000. Those are not the same thing. Ryan's manager benefits from Ryan staying because replacing Ryan is expensive and disruptive. The manager's performance metrics include retention rates. Keeping Ryan underpaid at $71,000 helps the manager's budget and the manager's retention numbers. The manager is not Ryan's friend. The manager is Ryan's manager. And the manager's job is to extract maximum productivity for minimum cost. Telling Ryan he's valued is free. Paying Ryan what he's worth costs the budget. The manager will always choose the former. Let me show you what Ryan should have done. The strategy isn't loyalty. The strategy is strategic movement. Leave after 3 years. Get promoted to analyst internally in your first few years because early promotions establish your trajectory. Then leave and join a competitor as a senior analyst. That first external move would have taken Ryan from maybe $56,000 to $75,000, a 34% raise, then stay there 2 to 3 years, get promoted internally or switch companies again for another 30% bump to $98,000. By year 7, Ryan would be at $98,000 or higher instead of $71,000. Use internal promotions to build your resume in the first 2 to 3 years of your career when you're establishing trajectory. Then switch companies every 2 to 3 years to capture market rate salary increases. Don't stay longer than 3 years unless you're getting promoted and the promotion comes with a 20% plus raise. If your raises are 3% to 5%, you're underpaid and you should leave. The company isn't going to fix it. They benefit from you staying at below market wages. You have to fix it by leaving. Here's what you need to do right now, not next month, not after your next review, right now. First, go get external offers, interview at competitors, get written offers, know your market value. You can't negotiate or make decisions without knowing what you're worth. Internal raises are designed to keep you ignorant of your market value, so you accept small bumps and stay. Break that cycle by forcing the market to tell you what they'll pay. Second, if the external offers are 20% or more above your current salary, leave. Don't take a counter offer. The company had the budget to pay you the whole time. They chose not to until you forced them. That won't change. Leave. Take the market rate. Build your career somewhere that pays you what you're worth from day one instead of somewhere that pays you what you accepted 5 years ago. Third, if you genuinely like your current company and want to stay, use the external offer to negotiate. Tell your manager you have an offer for X amount and you need the company to match it or you're leaving. If they match, great. You got paid. If they don't match, leave. Don't stay at a company that won't pay you market rate when you have proof of what that rate is. Fourth, make job changes every 2 to 3 years your default strategy. Stop thinking of job hopping as risky or disloyal. It's the only strategy that reliably increases compensation at rates that match or exceed inflation and market growth. Internal raises will never keep pace. External moves will. Optimize your career for external moves and you'll earn exponentially more over your lifetime. Fifth, if you take a counter offer and stay, start interviewing again in 12 months. Counter-offers are temporary fixes. The company's incentive structure hasn't changed. You'll be underpaid again within 2 years. Don't get comfortable. Keep your resume updated. Keep interviewing. Keep getting offers. That's the only way to ensure you're paid fairly. Let me tell you how this story ends. Ryan is 54 years old now. He stayed at his company for 23 years total. He retired as a director making $112,000. He thought he did well. He climbed the ladder. He got promoted. He earned what he considered a good salary. Greg retired from his 5th company as a VP making $230,000. Greg worked the same number of years as Ryan. Greg made over $1 million more in lifetime earnings because he was willing to leave every few years and Ryan was not. Ryan's good job with steady raises and reliable promotions cost him $1 million compared to the alternative. He wasn't lazy, he wasn't untalented, he was loyal. And loyalty is expensive. The company didn't reward it, they exploited it. Ryan worked his entire career for below market wages because he believed staying was the smart move. It was the most expensive move he ever made. You can keep staying at your good job, collecting your 3% raises and telling yourself that stability and loyalty matter. Or you can recognize that companies pay market rates to people they're trying to recruit and below market rates to people they already have. And the only way to capture market rate compensation is to be the person they're recruiting instead of the person they already trapped. Ryan stayed, Ryan lost. Greg left, Greg won. The difference wasn't talent or effort. The difference was willingness to leave. If this video makes you want to update your resume right now, hit that like button and subscribe for more content that exposes the systems designed to keep you underpaid. I'll see you in the next one.